Welcome to the June 28th meeting of the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners. My name is Deb Shore, serving as chair this year. To my left, fellow Commissioner and Vice Chair Christy Yoakum and Rick Fest. And to my right, fellow Commissioners Wilma Amundsen and Sean Flowerday. If you'd please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Mr. Clerk, if you'd begin the agenda, please.
A copy of the Press Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all written material to be discussed in today's open meeting is available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on June 21st, 2022.
Move approval.
Second.
Right. Any comments or corrections? Seeing none, call the roll, please.
Best,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next are claims. 2A is an amendment of the claims report previously approved on June 21st, 2022.
Move approval of the claims with the amendment.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the amendment to the claims report from June 21st. Call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is approval of all claims processed through June 28th, 2022.
I move approval of the claims.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Call the roll, please.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is special presentations. The first one is graduation of the 2021-2022 Leadership Academy class.
Well, good morning. And it's nice to see so many people in the chambers, and not only the Academy participants, but a lot of our elected officials and department directors and other county leadership here to support their employees. That's great to see. Ron.
Yes, thank you, Chairperson Shore. I really appreciate that, and great intro, and glad to see so many smiling faces. Christy's going to twist my body to see everybody, so really had a wonderful 2021-2022 Leadership Lancaster County class, and it was really a true privilege to lead the class. My boss, my manager, Dennis Meyer, asked me about a year ago today to do it, and I'm like, wow, an accountant leading a group? I'm a numbers guy. But it all makes sense because I could lead the group and then I could pay the bills. So we got double duty there. So that's good thinking. Very efficient. Again, thank you for today's session. We really appreciate it. It was an honor to lead this group. There are really a lot of good current and future leaders out there. And it's good to see all their friends and family and elected officials, like Commissioner Shore said out there in the audience today. They put up with a lot of my attempts at witticisms and my top 10 list for leadership, and then a few dad jokes I threw in there. So we try to keep it light, sharpen the saw, keep it fun. And I'm going to keep this quick, I promise, Christy. Okay, so a third item. I'm biased, but when I was in their shoes about 3 years ago, and I thought our leadership team was the best. But I'll tell you what, this group, they had the intellect, the drive, and the energy to prove me wrong. They were truly the epitome of the great current leaders and future leaders of Lancaster County. Just an outstanding group, and I'm sure you've all had a chance to interact with most of them. It was really a privilege to work with you folks, so thank you again. The last item, and I promise I'll keep it short, introduce Christy Bauer, next year's Director of the Leadership Lancaster County Program, and Christy's got some words too, so
Yeah,
thanks again, Commissioners. Yeah.
I just have a couple quick comments. First, Ron touched upon the fact that he had stepped up to the plate and taken over as leader of this academy, and I think that he deserves a big thanks. It was a big time commitment, and he did an excellent job. So. Second, in addition to the capstone project that you all heard about last Thursday, the 1859 newsletter, the participants were also asked to do another project, which was their personal leadership statement. And essentially what that statement is who I am and what drives me. And it's really a culmination of what they've learned about themselves as leaders throughout the year. The personal statement includes their core values, their guiding principles, and their moral code. And during the last session, the participants read those personal statements out loud. And I just wanted to share with you just a couple portions of personal statements without naming names, just because I'd like you to hear what they came up with for their statements. To serve as a leader by working hard, being present, and applying ethical principles to make a significant difference to empower my team. To use my traits of loyalty, responsibility, and integrity to serve the citizens of Lancaster County. To work hard, treat everyone with equality, and to lead with integrity while always supporting my staff and my coworkers. And I think if you would have been in that room today, you would have that day you would have heard that really integrity and ethical behavior were common themes in every leadership statement. And then as I was sitting there, I was very, very proud to work with all the individuals that are graduating today, and I was very proud to work for Lancaster County. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And I think at this time, we'll have the county clerk read the names. Commissioner Shore is going to hand out the certificates, and after you receive your certificate, if you just want to file in a line behind the commissioners, we would appreciate that so we can get a class photo at the end with everyone.
Want me to start? Amy Wilson, County Treasurer.
Okay. Amy, thank you very much for your participation. Thank you.
Brooke Siefker, Emergency Management. Christine Downing, Clerk of the District Court. Courtney McCoy, Corrections.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Glad you were part.
Erica Pacina, County Clerk. Jared Patterson, Assessor Register of Deeds. Jasmine Gibson, County Treasurer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jenny Ryan, Human Services. Jeremy Liebarger, Corrections. Kayana McCants, Corrections. Kelvin Nelson, County Clerk. Kristen Kenny, Corrections. Lisa Cook, County Sheriff. Matthew Taylor, County Engineer. Michaela Johnson, Budget and Fiscal. Robert Holmes, Mental Health Crisis Center. Selvin Mendez Lopez, County Treasurer. Sean Sanzik, Community Corrections. Tanya Brandt, County Attorney. Tracy Tragoo, County Engineer. And Win Lee, County Sheriff.
I will note that each one of the graduates has the county logo pin that you see each of the commissioners wear when we are doing official business. So I hope that you will wear those with pride and kind of show your leadership abilities to your coworkers and those that you come across in your daily endeavors. So, all right, ladies, can you get them all, or do they need to scoot in a little bit? I think we need to scooch.
Come in.
Scooch in.
Come in. Slide together.
No, you two.
Yeah, you want to come on?
too as
Come,
well.
yeah, come to this.
No.
They got to go to the other side because we're kind of spread apart here.
We're to the good side.
And then I'll give you guys each a chance to make a comment. Make a comment. got it? We're looking at Sage. Okay. A few more in the back.
Are there?
Okay.
Cameras are down. Thank you.
All right.
folks.
Thank you very much. All right. Any comments from the commissioners? Roma?
Thank all of you.
Great opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, before you all leave, I just would like to make a quick mention of it, a quick mention how proud we are of your willingness to stick through the many days and hours and so forth that you learned about the workings of the county government, and you accepted many of the requirements of leadership. The fact that integrity and ethical behavior were two of the primary things that came out of your personal statements that speaks very highly of you. Thank you for all of your time, for your hard work. And Ron, really appreciate that you demonstrated leadership by stepping up and doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
Other
you.
comments?
Sure. Ron, yeah, I have to echo what Roma said, and your attitude towards just taking on everything is always appreciated, and you always do it with a smile on your face, and this is a really happy day for us here in the chambers, and I think Christy said it best, that we're all very proud to be associated with the county with employees like you. Thank you all for stepping up and for your leadership.
Tremendous honor for us to have all of you representing our county. Really admire the work that you did this year, the pulling together that you did, and the results were really, really encouraging to all of us sitting here. Thanks to the leadership in the group, thanks to all of you who demonstrated leadership in your own way. It's an honor to have you working for Lancaster County.
I think Commissioner Yoakum said it really well when she said, thank you for stepping up. That's fundamentally what this program is about. You are the people who have stepped up to take responsibility, to take leadership roles, to take on new assignments, new duties in your offices. You are the people who are going to be leading those shops in the coming years. And frankly, I hope you start looking around you and looking for other people who are going to be willing to fill in behind you and fill those spaces. You're going to be the future of Lancaster County. So just thank you for being here. You've done tremendous work. I know you're going to keep doing that. You serve our community so well. So thank you all.
We envision this Leadership Academy. The first year, of course, you're breaking new ground. You're not really sure what's going to be successful and it's not. And then second year, of course, the class faces the challenge of COVID and doing it all via Zoom. And so this is what it was intended to be. And you guys have left your mark. That newsletter will be around forever. So every month you will be reminded of kind of the service that you provided to your fellow employees for many months and years to come. So again, thank you very much, and we appreciate the support of the department directors and elected officials in making it possible. So go have a great day. Thanks. All right, Mr. Clerk.
Next is Commissioner's Award of Excellence for May 2022 to Jared Hanner, Corrections in a category of productivity.
Good morning, Brad Johnson, Lancaster County Department of Corrections Director. I think we have, you want to read the write-up for us first?
Jared Hanner has been selected as the Commissioner's Award of Excellence winner for May 2022. Jared has worked as a corrections officer for the Lancaster County Corrections since August 24, 2017. He was nominated by Jane Boberl in the category of productivity. In her nomination, Jane states Officer Jared Hanner is assigned to second shift at the Lancaster County Adult Detention Facility. Working second shift in itself can be demanding and intense. In recent weeks, the department has hired several new staff which have been assigned to second shift. As a supervisor, I rely on experienced and trustworthy staff to introduce our new recruits to the daily tasks and activities, especially when it comes to on-the-job training. Officer Hanner has repeatedly accepted this challenge with professionalism and grace. There have been days when He has even accepted 2 new staff members for on-the-job training. I trust that he will always instruct new officers in the correct manner while demonstrating patience and professionalism. Being able to provide professional and impactful on-the-job training helps complete the training process and create successful officers. Having well-trained staff who have a complete understanding of the expectations of the job should increase employee retention, thereby saving money in training and overtime. Taking on the task of assisting with on-the-job training has meant that Officer Hanner has taken out a normal post rotation and has had his daily assignments change. It has required him to be extremely flexible and divide his attention between his normal duties and of supervising inmates and instructing the new staff. For these reasons, we're pleased to award Jared with the Commissioner's Award of Excellence for the month of May 2022.
So, yeah, second shift has been the shift that we've been trying to fill with these new folks that we've hired due to the, like we've talked about before, the increases with the last contract and our marketing efforts. So we've seen some reasonable to significant success with that, but people don't think about on the back end how much of an additional load that creates with training and the types of duties that come with bringing on those new staff. We spend a significant amount of time trying to train and make sure that they're gonna be the best that they can be. And Officer Hanner is somebody that the second shift lieutenant has reached out to fulfill those duties, and from what she's explained to me, he's stepped up and done a very good job. So we appreciate those efforts. Congratulations.
Jared, it is my great honor to get to present you with this award. Jared Hanner is one of my oldest friends in this world. He was also a coworker of mine when I worked at State Corrections, and I thought of a lot of different ways I could try to embarrass you here, and put some work into it. Ultimately, I decided that it would be best if I just said, I know what a dedicated person you are on a personal level, as a friend, as a coworker. I know how much attention you give to doing a good job and to serving your community, serving the county, serving the people who have put this trust in you. So I know that you're going to keep doing great work here. Thank you very much for everything you've done, man. Yeah. So thanks, man.
Right over here.
I thought of a number of silly things to say to Flower Day up here, and I'm not going to say any of those things. You can ask him about those. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to tell you. It's just interesting that he's giving me this, because again, 10 years ago, approximately, he tricked me into working in corrections at the state. And yeah, it's brought me where I am today. So this is all thanks to Flower Day, really. Thanks.
Well,
Yeah.
and you don't stop to think about the cost savings. If people are trained right, it's it's a safety factor for your coworkers, it's a safety factor for the inmates. But those first few weeks are critical when you are training new employees, because if it isn't done right the first time, then it's a challenge to retrain and correct maybe those behaviors that aren't appropriate in this type of setting. So you are saving Lancaster County money and also doing a great service to your fellow coworkers and those who are in our care. So we really appreciate it and extend our congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we really should get a picture of these 3 gentlemen with the same hairstyle. It
Oh.
would have been nice.
I think we should do that photo, don't you?
Okay, come on
I think
up.
we should do that photo. Yeah.
Doesn't happen very often.
Just come on up here. Let's do it right here.
Yeah, stand right by the flag. Yep, you got it. Roma, you want to scoot over just a tiny bit? There you go.
Make sure this goes there. Make sure this goes in the county newsletter.
Oh, yeah.
Along with maybe one of those stories.
We
they're
should have got
holding
Durbin
back
up
on.
there too. We're really missing the opportunity. Commissioner Flowerday, you are departing.
Yes, I apologize. I have to leave. I was here just long enough for that presentation. The city is holding a press conference announcing the pursuit of a second water source for the city of Lincoln. So I am going to go be the county representative there, and that's in Ashland. So
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Clerk, I guess we are to consent items.
These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of amendment to County Contract C-18-468 with Data Shield Corporation for on-site secure document shredding. Amendment to grant contract C-21-584 with Girl Scouts Spirit of Nebraska for the Juvenile Justice Outreach Program. Right-of-way contracts with following: Ross G. Broccoli, Southwest 70th Street and West Saltillo Road in the amount of $271. Gary R. and Martha J. Williams, Southwest 70th Street and West Saltillo Road in the amount of $415. John Clifton Ragland II, South 134th Street and Hickman Road in the amount of $847. Forest Brook R&J LP, South 190th Street and Hickman Road in the amount of $703. Utility permit number 2262, allowing Unite Private Network to install communication lines along South Coddington Avenue for the new Warhorse Gaming Casino. Utility permit number 2263, allowing Unite Private Networks to install new communication lines on the south side of West Danton Road to the Lincoln Race Course. Change order number 4 to County Contract C-22-169 with JJK Construction due to material overrun.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second?
All right. Motion is second to approve the consent items. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next are public hearings. 5A is a text amendment 22002, enforcement revocation and cancellation of special permits of the Lancaster County zoning regulations.
All right. We will open the public hearing for text amendment 22002.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do. Steve Hendrickson with the Planning Department, 555 South 10th Street. This is a simple text amendment we have mentioned before. Basically allows a process for an applicant to rescind a special permit. We had a previous process, which we'll be keeping, to revoke it. But we, and having someone recently asked to have it rescinded, realized it wasn't really a good process for this. So this sets up a process very simple for either the Planning Commission, if they originally approved it, or the County Board to rescind a special permit.
Thank you for doing this. Yeah, I guess I don't move approval because we're in the hearing. Never mind.
Okay. Thank you, Steve. Anyone else wishing to provide public testimony on this item? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. And if you would please read new business item 6A.
Under new business, this is a resolution, a matter of county text amendment number 22001 to amend section 13-05 of the Lancaster County zoning regulations by adding language to rescind a special permit by an owner, applicant, or permittee.
I move approval of this text amendment.
Second.
All right. Motion is second to approve. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. The next public hearing is miscellaneous 22007, a request to vacate Eden Acres Addition final plat on 4770 Agnew Road.
Right, we will open the public hearing on miscellaneous item 22007.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do. Steve Hendrickson with the Planning Department, 555 South 10th Street. This is a pretty straightforward request from the property owner, Jason Eden, who had platted a subdivision with one lot and an outlot for farming. He's going to be doing an outbuilding. Thought he needed some more flexibility, so he is requesting to vacate the final plat that he originally got approved through our department. So it doesn't really impact negatively either the county or adjacent property owners, and so both our staff and the Planning Commission had recommended approval.
Any questions? All right. Thank you. Anyone else wishing to provide public testimony on this item? Seeing none, we will close the public hearing. Mr. Clerk.
Next is new business 6B is a resolution to vacate the final plat of Eden Acres Edition located at 4770 Agnew Road, Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Move approval of the resolution.
All right, motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Best,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. C is a resolution directing the county engineer to conduct a study and the planning department to write a report regarding vacating portions of Road 1208, more particularly described in Exhibit A and located in Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Good morning, John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is a section of road. It was originally petitioned in 1892. It runs along the half-mile line between South 84th Street and South 98th Street. It's out by the Wandering Creek area. It's going to end up kind of being a joint venture between us, between planning, and also between the city of Lincoln. There's been some annexations done out there, and this is just going to kind of clean up that area.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Vice Chair and I were briefed on this morning. It'll be an interesting one. So, call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. D is a special designated license application from James Arthur Vineyards for events at 2001 West Raymond Road, Raymond, Nebraska on July 16th, 23rd, 30th, August 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, September 2nd, and September 10th, 2022.
Okay.
Jim Baldwin, James Arthur Vineyards. And this is basically a request that we've done probably for the last 5 years that you've been kind enough to approve. And this is for our live music series, and we get a special permit so that we can bring in basically craft beer. We use all local craft breweries, and it just gives another alternative for folks in our music series. And when it gets real hot in July, sometimes wine isn't the preferred beverage. So except for there is one in there for the Raymond Car Show, which is a large car show that we host at the winery, which is pretty cool. So I'm here to answer any questions that you might have.
Well, looks like you're going to have a busy summer.
Yes, it already has been. It's been good.
And you also, in addition to your wine, cider too, correct?
We do the hard cider,
Cider.
yes, ma'am.
Encourage people to get out and enjoy good music and good beverages. So,
I didn't go through and look at every single date, but I did check a few. You had all the appropriate permissions.
Correct.
And support. I just assumed that you got it for every event.
I
wouldn't see
just
why
saw
one
one
would be
shot stop, so I didn't have to come back and see you again every couple of weeks. So not that I don't like coming in to see y'all, but
Well,
Efficient.
That's good.
I would move approval.
Second.
All right, motion is second to approve these SDLs for James Arthur Vineyards.
thank you.
Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Nice to see you, Jim.
6E is setting the annual salary for Alicia D. Jimenez, Deputy County Attorney, in the amount of $76,935.04 as Attorney 1 effective June 27th, 2022.
Good morning, Dan Zig with the Lancaster County Attorneys, along with Alicia Jimenez. The one thing I tried to get right today I didn't do. She's starting with our office yesterday. She'll be in our juvenile division. She graduated from the University of St. Louis in 2012. And then she continued on to get her joint law degree and master's degree from the law college here, correct? You got that in 2016? So since then, she's worked for the International Council of Refugees and Immigrants, as well as the Nebraska Supreme Court Office of Dispute Resolution. She has a high interest in juvenile, where that's where she's working. We're just asking that you set her salary at step 3, which is consistent with other people who have that experience where they start. Unless the commissioners have any question for her, I would ask that you approve her salary.
I want to say I love your resume. Office
Yeah.
of Dispute Resolution makes my heart beat faster. So I'm just excited to have you join the Lancaster County Attorney's Office. Thank you for bringing your skills to work for us.
I guess I will ditto what Rick said, except I perked up when he read about the International Office of Refugees and Immigrants. So
Something
And,
for
and your,
everybody.
yeah, your passion as well. So,
I would gladly move approval of this.
Second.
we have approximately, what, 800 850, 900 employees in the county. And I've said over and over again, the hardest work the county does is in our juvenile division. The things that you see and the things that you deal with are so important, and I know so stressful and could be overwhelming at times. So we need people with a big heart to do that work. And so thank you for serving Lancaster County in this way. Call the roll, please.
We're excited to have you here.
Best,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
I knew you would cover that refugee stuff.
Yeah. If she would have mentioned strategic planning, we would have had, you know, the whole spectrum.
F is a political subdivision tort claim filed against Lancaster County by Colin Perkins.
What action are we taking? I move approval.
No, we deny.
not
We want to deny.
I believe we met a couple weeks ago. Based on the nature of this claim, at this point, we're not sure what liability the county has, so we are recommending that the board deny it at this time.
Okay. I move that we deny this claim.
Second.
Motion and second to deny. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 6G are appointments to the Lancaster County Veteran Service Committee. This is for Bruce Trotwine for the term July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2027. And Michael Kuntz for the term July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2026.
And
Move approval.
Yeah, we were briefed on the qualifications of these nominees too, so I'll second that.
All right. Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. H are appointments to the Visitor Promotion Advisory Committee for a term from July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2026. This is for Aaron Stitt and Tom Lorenz.
Move approval.
Second.
And like the gentleman mentioned previously, these are all volunteers stepping up to serve. And also Aaron currently serves as the VPC board chair, and we all know the expertise that Tom Lorenz brings. So great appointments. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. I is a fee agreement with William F. Austin, attorney at law, to provide professional legal services at Lancaster County in an amount not to exceed $5,000.
Move approval.
Second.
This contract is for Mr. Austin to provide legal services as we work with the Rural Mutual Aid Association to plan for a radio update and upgrade. So, call a roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. J is an agreement with the Bridge Behavioral Health for Lancaster County to provide on-site food delivery for individuals housed at the Bridge. The county shall provide no more than 80 meals per day at the rate of $2.035 per meal.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, motion is second to approve the agreement with the Bridge. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 6K is an agreement with John R. Stevens, LMHP, LADC, to provide substance abuse evaluations and substance abuse education classes for female inmates in the custody of the Lancaster County Department of Corrections. The cost of county is not to exceed $27,660.
I move approval.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. L is a software sharing agreement with the Nebraska State Patrol at the request of the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office for use of Mac and Trax software. The cost of county is $24 per user per year for Mac and $37.50 per year per user for Trax.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, motion is second to approve the software agreement. Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. M is a supplemental application for network security and privacy coverage for the Lancaster County Mental Health Crisis Center.
Move approval.
Second?
Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. N is application of Berkeley for public entity general liability insurance.
Move approval.
Second? No, that's not me. Sorry. I can't second the motion.
You're
I'll second.
You're out of order.
I'm out of
Shelley.
order. I'm out of order.
Then I'll second.
I was just,
Fully
I assume all these items are related. I was trying to think that through, so.
I
we-
would assume that.
Yes, okay. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. O is are applications for cyber insurance with the following: Resilience and XL America.
Move approval.
Second?
All right, motion is second to approve the cyber insurance. Call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 6P is multi-factor authentication attestation related to an application for cyber insurance with travelers.
Move approval.
Second?
Motion is second. I believe we got a reduction in our cyber insurance once we instituted multi-factor, which I think is quite easy.
It's easy.
Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Q is a grant contract with the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska on behalf of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln for the evaluation of Project Restore in the amount of $5,000.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Director of Human Services for the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County. And this is a contract with the University of Nebraska, the Center for Children, Family, and the Law, to evaluate our program that diverts the classroom to courtroom pathway. And so if you remember, about a decade ago, we worked with Georgetown University to establish this program. They helped us review data set after data set, looking at really where disproportionality exists within our juvenile justice system. And it was really that partnership with the school where we were able to divert a lot of kids from entering the system. So this is just making sure that what we're doing is still based in research and grounded in research, and moving that work forward.
Absolutely excellent. Move approval.
Second?
Okay, motion is second to approve the contract. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. R is a grant contract with the Clyde Malone Community Center for the Take Pause program in the amount of $51,354.
And this program is a program that the Malone Center, we worked with them and with the Lincoln Police Department and with the Sheriff's Office to really give not only our youth an opportunity to learn about law enforcement, but for law enforcement to really learn about youth and what some of our youth in the juvenile justice system really experience day to day, and help kind of form that relationship, a good relationship between police. We bring their parents in, and then our community that they're working with. So this program actually was just invited to present at a national conference on reducing racial and ethnic disparity in October. So
That is
Very good.
fantastic.
We may want to hear that on a Thursday too. I mean, that sounds pretty interesting stuff there.
and I can share the meeting times with you if you ever want to go and visit this program.
That'd be interesting to see.
It's a
We
really good
appreciate
program
that.
to look at.
You know, this is what a community is all about, is just getting to know people that aren't necessarily like us, and understanding that, you know, they have their own fears and needs and hopes, and good step in that direction, Sarah. I'm honored to move approval of this.
I'll second that.
Let's do share those times. I think it would be,
Yeah.
we can't all go at the same time.
Right.
But,
We can't if we don't tell it. Well, no, we can't do that either. Oh, darn.
no, I think that'd be great. All right, call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. S are grant contracts with the following: Brain Injury Alliance in Nebraska in the amount of $5,000. CASA in the amount of $10,000. Clyde Malone Community Center in the amount of $33,000. Clyde Malone Community Center in the amount of $48,000. Rebel Mill in the amount of $33,000. The Mediation Center in the amount of $14,370.
I won't go through each one of these fantastic programs, but I'd be happy to answer any questions or elaborate on any of them.
I do have a question for Mr. Durbin. I'm on the board of directors for the Mediation Center. Do I need to recuse myself from this vote?
Yeah, I would advise you not to vote on this.
So I just abstained then? All right.
I would move approval of items S.
1 through 5.
Yeah, 1 through 5.
Second.
Motion is second to approve the contracts items 1 through 5. Call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
I would move approval of item S6.
Second?
Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Abstain.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 3 yes, 1 abstention. 6T are grant contracts using the Joint Budget Committee funds for the period of July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. This includes Lincoln Lancaster County Child Advocacy Center in the amount of $48,000, People's City Mission in the amount of $167,070.
Any questions on these?
Why don't you just highlight the People's City Mission Program, because that's the largest amount that we allocated today.
The People's City Mission Program, the county contracts with them to provide a separate living unit for women and children who are experiencing homelessness in our community. So they're not living in the same kind of congregate area as everyone else, but they're separate. They have their own rooms in there.
Funds well spent. Do we have a motion?
I will move approval.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
And I would just say that Barney was highlighted on the Uplifting Paws Facebook page, so I can share that with you. But he went for a walk yesterday with a person from our office who will be the handler, and he had a refreshing bath in a fountain. So there's a cute picture of him on that.
Oh my goodness.
Look forward to him joining us. Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
rest of your
Sarah.
morning.
Yes, do share that.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see. Moving on. Item U.
6U is a contract with Dynamic Dirt Works and Demolition LLC to provide channel repair of concrete box culverts B215 and B216. The cost of county is not to exceed $222,894.
Pam Damey, Lancaster County Engineer. The following project located on Raymond Road is an erosion control project, and we need to do this project in order to stabilize these structures.
Move approval.
Second?
Okay. Motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Via's recommendation from the Princeton agent and county engineer to execute a purchase order to Tech Equipment for a 2022 Volvo semi-tractor with wet kit and pusher axle in the amount of $125,471.
Morning.
Good morning, Bud Geislinger, Assistant Highway Superintendent for the county. I guess I'm here to answer any questions. This is a truck that we want to purchase to, be able to increase the efficiency within our operations, add flexibility to our operations. The truck you're seeing is a pretty close replica of what we're getting. It's missing, this one does not have the pusher axle on. Guess I'm here to answer more questions.
Okay. I'm going to ask, what is a wet kit, and what exactly will pusher axle do?
So what a pusher axle does on a truck, it helps divide the weight over the rear axles plus the steering axle. It takes weight off of the front, allowing us to carry the heavy loads such as the excavator you guys approved here a month and a half ago. What a wet kit does, that is a hydraulic kit on the trailer or on the truck that is PTO driven, and that allows to run hydraulics back to one of the 4 trailers one of the 3 current trailers, and hopefully 4th trailer we have.
Okay. Wait, is there a motion?
I move approval.
Second.
Okay.
I have a question. How many semi-tractors will we have after this purchase?
With this purchase, that will give us 3.
3?
Yes.
And one of them's pretty recent. We just
Yes,
purchased
it is.
one a year or 2 ago.
Yes.
And the other one, how old is it then?
I believe it's either a 90,
This is
late
the-
80s, early 90s.
Okay, close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the ballpark. So 3 semi-tractors. How many hours a week does a piece of equipment like this get used?
I get the hours. I guess that depends on the projects that we are on. You know, as we are going forward, doing more of our own infrastructure work, the one semi that we have now, this last project, I would guess it's probably got somewhere between 20 and 25 hours on it, between hauling equipment in, moving materials off.
Okay, so this just fits in with our strategy of moving away from contractors
Yes,
into
I would-
the
yes.
county engineering doing the work themselves.
This
And
is
will,
definitely going to allow us more flexibility, you know, with our efficiency, and to be able to complete bigger projects, you know, with
Good.
going forward.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Will you retire the older?
At this point, I believe we're going to continue to use it.
All right. Okay, we have a motion.
Go ahead.
Motion and a second. If you call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. W is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and county engineering to execute a purchase order to Trail King for a side dump trailer in the amount of $75,086.70.
Good morning again, Bud Geislinger, Assistant Highway Superintendent. This trailer here, this is a side dump trailer that will be used along with this tractor with the wet kit and the pusher. That way we can gain the most weight that we can, spread everything out, don't have any issues. It is a hydraulic trailer, which requires the wet kit to operate it. Once again, it's during the winter with our dump trucks, this trailer here will take the place of them, you know, because when we're doing salting and sanding, we really can't put mud in our trucks because we have to use them in snow removal or salt sand application. So this is going to once again increase our efficiency, whether it's hauling materials off of site or bringing it onto site. The barrel is approximately 36 foot. If we're hauling trees, that's going to reduce our amount of exposure with a chainsaw.
So put that wet kit to good use with a trailer
now we know
like
what a wet
this.
kit is.
I will move approval.
And we have 3 other trailers that require
Okay.
hydraulics too. So
There you go. I move approval.
Second.
All right, call the roll, please.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
thank you.
X is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and county engineering to award a bid to ProSeal Inc. for pavement rejuvenation in a manner of $359,081.76.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. This is our contract for pavement rejuvenation, which is where we go ahead and seal the top of the pavement to make sure that we can extend the life of our slab as long as possible. We know at County Engineering that once we get to the point that we are maintaining potholes, that we're too far gone. And so the map I've put on the overhead shows the locations which we intend to do pavement rejuvenation with this contract.
So is that in the southeast, Pam? Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, we got a little bit of everything, Commissioner Vest. We got a little piece up north of Waverly on 141st Street. We have, of course, South 60 or South 82nd Street, and then we also have, and I'm going to have to do this, we also have a stretch of Panama Road. So what we're doing is based on evaluation of our asphalt slabs, we're going in and adding the rejuvenation where it's needed.
I move approval.
Second.
All right, motion and a second. You'd call the roll, please?
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Just note, today, like it seems almost every week, $782,532 allocated to the efforts of the county engineer's office.
Next is number 7, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
All right, seeing no one, could you continue the announcements, please?
The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a meeting with city and village representatives on Thursday, June 30th at 8:30 a.m. in room 303 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, June 30th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, July 5th, 2022 at 9 a.m. with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV, YouTube, Roku, and Apple TV.
I would just remind everyone, today is an election day in our congressional district. The polls are open. If you haven't voted yet, do take the time to go and express your vote on this very important election. And I move we adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion and a second to adjourn. I can just make one comment. When you get to item X, you know you've done a lot of work the day. We've, moved through it pretty quickly, but I want to thank the clerk's office. We don't stop to think about all the documents and preparation that goes together, and also to the county attorney's office who has to review each one of those documents. So just a note of thanks for the long agenda today. Call the roll, please.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Shore.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Let the sign.